Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Cancer, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So, with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. How does Cancer currently view this relationship? So, we do have the Seven of Pentacles, we do have the Page of Cups, and then we also have the Nine. I kind of feel like you knew that this would happen. Yeah, you kind of knew that this would happen. I kind of feel like you were patiently waiting to like receive communication from someone that you knew deep down inside would eventually extend themselves to you. And it kind of looks like that's exactly what's happening. Okay, so you're not shocked or surprised is kind of what I'm getting by this communication that you're receiving from this person. It could be from a water sign or an air sign. Let's look at them. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the King of Wands to the Tower, and then we also have the Moon out here. After this Tower moment occurred here between the two of you, I feel like this person was anticipating / expecting for you to come running back to them, and it kind of looks like you never did. And that's when kind of panic started to kind of like sink in for this person. So that's when they started kind of panicking, because it caused them to essentially feel like, oh man, like maybe Cancer's really done with me. Maybe Cancer's really moving forward and moving on with their life. So yes, I do see this person extending themselves to you. But it is, you know, this to me just kind of feels like an energy of them like reaching out to you, just wanting to like double check and make sure, you know what I mean, that you're really, really done with them and that you're really, really serious about moving forward and moving on with your life. It's kind of what I'm getting off of this person. This person also comes off to me as somebody who has a boatload of ego and pride. So much so their ego and their pride is so large, it should be legal. But anyways, that's a story for another day. You know, the fact that this person has so much ego and pride, it really did hurt this person's ego that you didn't come running after them. But it also took them a while, I will say, to like move out of their ego and their pride to extend themselves to you. But yeah, this just kind of feels like an energy of them just kind of reaching out like, hey, like are you really sure like that you like don't want to be with me anymore? Like, are you really sure that you want to move forward and move on with your life? Like, it has that type of feel to it. Okay, how does Cancer currently feel? So we do have the Knight of Wands, we do have the Lovers, and then we also have the King of Cups. The bottom of the deck, well, it kind of looks like you're sure. It kind of looks like you're sure that you want to move forward and move on with your life and just be done with this relationship. I am getting that you find yourself in a much better place now that this individual is not in your life. I'm also getting an energy of you regaining your independence, especially with the Page of Pentacles out here. You could have been somewhat codependent off of this person, but it kind of looks like since this ending occurred here between the two of you, you were able to like, you know, get back to focusing on you and regaining your independence. But now that you find yourself in such a good place mentally, spiritually, emotionally, as well as financially, you don't want to go back. You definitely don't want to go back to this person. And I'm sure you have your reasons as to why you don't want to go back to this person, but it looks like you're 100% sure that you want to move forward and move on with your life. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets interesting, because when this person reaches out to you on some like, hey, like, it's me, I just wanted to know, like, if you were really done with me or not, you know, so that way, like, I know, you know, because, you know, if you're done with me, like, that's okay, like, I'll move forward and move on with my life, you know, if that's the case. Come on. Like, I think a blind man could have saw this one right here coming. When you turn around and tell this person you're dead serious about moving forward and moving on with your life, that's when they're going to try extra hard to get you back, is what I'm getting. Let's look at this person a little bit more. Tell me how this person feels. Tell me more about how this person feels. This person's not going to respect your feelings, and they're not going to respect your wishes, okay? They're not. They're not. Okay, I can tell you right now that this person's not, because I see this person trying extra hard to get back into your good graces. I see this person extra hard, okay, trying to like convince you, that if you were to give them another chance, that they'll be different this time around, and things of that nature. So this whole, like, if you're done with me, Cancer, like, I get it, I understand, I'll just leave you alone, for the rest of my life. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They want what they want. And they're showing up as a King of Wands on top of that. A King of Wands, when they see something that they want, they're very determined to get it. And in this case, you are what they want. Getting you and what they once upon a time had with you back in their life is exactly what it is that they want. I want to look at the Queen of Wands really quickly. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands, which I do feel like this is, your energy. We have the Sun. We do have the Seven of Wands, and then we also have the Ace of Cups. I think that you find it to be extremely funny, as well as hilarious that this person's trying as hard as they are to get you back. It just kind of looks like maybe when they were with you, they didn't try this hard. You know what I mean? To make the marriage work, to make the relationship work. And the fact that now that, you're done with them and you want nothing to do with them and they're trying this freaking hard to get you back, I think that you find it to be, hilarious. Like, where was this energy at when we were married? Where was this energy at when we were together? It's like they're finally stepping up to the plate, you know what I mean? And like being the man that you want them to be, or being like the woman that you want them to be. And now they're finally stepping up to the plate. You're just like, yeah, I don't want you no more, No, thank you. I'm good. Go away, please. Go away now. I will say they're finally stepping up to the plate, but it just kind of looks like it's just too late. It's like you would have wanted them to step up to the plate when you guys were together, not now that you guys are separated. What actions? We have the Ace of Swords. We also have the Three of Swords. We also have the King of Pentacles. And then we also have the, okay. High Priestess. I do see you meeting someone new. And you do perceive this new person to be, like, better than this person that you were dealing with from your past. AKA this person is what I'm gathering. But with the Ace of Swords to the Three of Swords, it does appear to me that your mind is essentially made up. When it comes down to this person. I am definitely getting an energy of you feeling bad. And I feel like the only reason why you feel bad is because this entire situation is going to leave them extremely devastated and heartbroken. And I think that you know that. Like, as far as you turn around and rejecting them is concerned, you know that it's going to kill them. You know that it's going to hurt them. You know that's going to leave them extremely devastated. You know this person well enough to know how they're going to respond and react to your response and your reaction, because you have definitely dealt with this person for a long period of time, so much to the point where you just kind of know them like the back of your hand. So you know it's going to hurt them and devastate them, but your mind is made up when it comes down to this person. Going back, I guess, is just not an option in your mind. But I do see you definitely meeting someone new very soon. You might meet this person through like a mutual friend, possibly at a party, maybe at, an event. I am getting that. Possibly at work, but I'm getting more so like a party, maybe like an event, out and about, maybe through like a mutual friend or something. But I do see you feeling very drawn to this King of Pentacles, that you perceive to be better than this individual in some way, shape, and or form, which I do want to look at that after I'm done breaking this person down. What actions will this person take towards Cancer or moving forward? We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we also have the Hermit out here. Okay. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, okay? This person's going to keep trying and trying and trying to get you back, but something's going to cause this person to stop, right? Pursuing you in a reconciliation with you, and it's because this person's finding out about someone. that you're dating / talking to, and that's what's going to put a stop to this person trying to fix or repair things here with you. Because at the end of the day, this person from your past has a lot of ego and pride, okay? And because they have a lot of, ego and pride, it's like you're putting them in this predicament where they're just like, yeah, I'll be damned if I'm like competing for you type of vibe is kind of what I'm getting. Like this is that type of person, which, I mean, it does have a lot to do with ego and pride, but I mean, who wants to like compete with another man, right? Like who wants to compete with another like woman? Nobody does, some people do, but like they're not gonna, no. That's like where they draw the line. They're not gonna be out here competing with a whole nother man. They're not gonna be out here competing with a whole nother woman. They're not gonna do that. That's what's gonna put a stop to them, trying to fix and repair things here with you, because they are finding out. I don't know if you're telling them that you met somebody else or what the case may be, or they're just kind of like finding it out like on their own, like doing their own digging and research, you know what I mean? But they're finding out that you're dating someone else, you're seeing someone else is what I'm getting. Now let's look at this King of Pentacles, shall we? Wait, okay. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. And by the way, you guys are showing up as a true pair to one another. So the King and the Queen of Pentacles, these two are considered to be the perfect partner, okay? The perfect partner card. So this King of Pentacles is going to look at you like you're perfect for them, and you're going to look at them like they're perfect for you. Tell me more about the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the we have the Two of Pentacles to the Page of Cups and okay, so I'm going to be honest, all right? I do feel like this King of Pentacles is going to find out, right, that you recently got out of a marriage and a relationship. And of course, they could very well be hearing all of this through you, right? They're not going to believe you. And I hate to say this to you, but they're not going to believe you when you tell them, yeah, no, like I'm done with this person. Like I'm so done with this person, like I'm not joking. They're not going to believe you is what I'm getting. They're not going to believe you. Could you be dealing with somebody, you know what I mean, who has trust issues as a possibility? Could you be dealing with somebody who, once upon a time got involved with somebody who just got out of a marriage, just got out of a relationship, and that person told them, yeah, I'm done with this person, but then they ran right back to them? That's a possibility. But I am definitely getting that when this person does find out that you just recently got out of a marriage and a relationship, and you turn around and tell them, oh, yeah, no, I'm done with them, they're not going to believe you. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we also have the Three of Cups in the reverse. I do feel like in time, this person will, start to believe that you really, really are done with this person from your past and you really want nothing to do with them. They'll eventually, come to terms with the fact that, you are telling the truth and that you are, really serious, about leaving the past. In the past, because it kind of looks like revisiting this connection between you and this person from your past is just not something that you want to do. You basically look at this person from your past as somebody who wasted your time. Someone that wasted your time, somebody that you didn't even enjoy being around. Now, here's one thing that I will say, because we do have the Hierophant out here now, and then we also have the High Priestess. This dynamic between you and this person could reach a point of marriage. It could. If you guys believe in marriage, I can see marriage coming out of this entire situation between you and this person. So this is kind of telling me that this relationship between you and this person will definitely reach higher levels of commitment. It might, like I said, reach marriage between you and this person. But this does feel like your next serious relationship. And what's crazy is that I don't even feel like you were looking for love whatsoever. It just kind of looks like love ended up finding you is what I'm getting. So then there's that. Hopefully the reading helped though. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.